Hello gentlemen, welcome back to Subscriber Week. Here we're joining slash2wd in this IS-4 on Ensk. Now, when you play your IS-4, when you decide to jump in this tier 10 Russian behemoth, the least popular tier 10 Russian heavy tank, and you get Ensk, you must have done something good in a former life, because this map is probably the best map for the IS-4 in the entire game. 600 meters. I mean, the IS-4 is not a fast tank. It's not slow. It's got a better top speed than the T110E5 and the FE215B, for an example, but it's not that mobile in terms of horsepower to ton ratio, terrain resistance. You know, it will have trouble getting to that top speed without a decent stretch of flatland to be going along. Now, as you know, I haven't watched this game, so let's get into it. And I will say that the IS-4 is one of my favourite tanks in the game. Let me just adjust the volume quickly. If not my absolute favourite heavy, it's certainly up there. Now, why is that? Why is my favourite tier 10 heavy the least popular of the Russian duo? Well, that is because it is simply higher skill cap. There is more that you can do to win a game with an IS-4 than you can with an IS-7. And that is because in the IS-4, when someone aims at your lower plate, you can angle it to stop that. In the IS-7, doesn't really happen. It's an insanely powerful tank. 140 at the front, 160 at the side, but that doesn't tell the whole story because the only place on the front of the IS-6 that is actually 140 is right here. The upper plate is 140. That is not good. It's barely 10mm thicker than the upper plate of the Conqueror, and we all know how bad that is. That is 200, that is 210, that is 210 I believe, or it could be that 210, those are 200, no, I'm not sure, but the lower plate is 160 base, and these bits here are 180mm, and combine that with 160 outside, combined with the spaced armor of the tracks, this tank, I will say to you right now, if you've never seen any of my reviews on this tank, the thing you need to know, if I was to tell you one thing about the IS-4, it would be, this is the only heavy tank in the game where you need to angle so that you're showing the enemy more of your side armor than your frontal armor. That's what's special about the IS-4, that's what makes it so powerful. Let's see how Slash uses that armor to his advantage in this game. Comparing for the E5, and angle's a bit poorly there, but was a difficult switch. And he puts an angle on his side in anticipation of the E100, and that's an early repair kit squandered there. Gets harassed out of that position, and the Waffle is keen. But that is what's special about the IS-4. When you angle like that in the IS-4, you're pretty much immortal. It's just so damn powerful. I'm excited because this replay, when it was sent to me, was titled all about that armor usage. And I just love seeing people have some mastery over the IS-4 because, as I said, it's a higher skill cap tank. It's certainly more challenging than the IS-7. And this is standard sniping here. But the thing is, wow, really, Waffle? Sure, the first one didn't work, but maybe the next 4. What the hell was that? Wow, okay, well, 3 damage block, whatever. You can put more angle on the side of this tank. Instead of angling it like that, like you would with maybe an IS-7, you want to angle like that. You want to show the enemy the extent of the front of your tank, because it is just that well armored. And let me look at the angle here. More, you could go much more, you could swing your back out to there. The angle could be much more, and what that will actually do is allow you to make easier movements. If you see the enemy aiming at your lower plate, you can shift it into an auto bounce angle. If you see them aiming at your side or your drive wheel, you can shift it back a little. You need to be kind of on the edge, in between you have two statuses most of the time in tanks. You have an area or an angle that you put yourself at where the enemy can pen your lower plate but not your side armor, or they can pen your side armor but not your lower plate. With the IS-4, that area is so close because of the way the tank works. You can angle so that it becomes at a certain period where they both have a massive amount of effective armor, and the tiniest adjustment on your part, that's the skill of the IS-4, the tiniest adjustment, because you look at the gun of the enemy tank, you see where they're aiming, you can bounce, 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 bounce. It's adjusting. The IS-4 is a constantly adjusting angular tank. Oh, I'm in love with this tank. I'm in love with how much skill it takes to get the most out of it. Wow! I do not think that E5 saw that coming. 76 millimeters of side armor on the E5. Not holding up there. And the Yak Panther should get the E5, but it looks like it has his tracks blown off. And there we go. Okay, now the E50's coming around, got an E100 up his ass, but that side armor is just monstrous. I don't know why this E50's not committing. What I would have done if I was in that E50 is taken a hit from the Jagdpanzer and gone there, because if I went there, I can... Oh god, there's a T-30 in the Waffle. Maybe he knew that. As it turns out, I'm a dumbass. Okay. Man, that is tunnel vision and a half by me. As it turns out, if I was that E50, I would be dead. Angle, angle, Waffle, angle. Oh. Waffle doesn't seem keen and continue. But yeah. Slash has got a lot of fire support behind him, so T-30's coming up now. Man, that lack of situational awareness by me is alarming. I'd be continuing to shoot through the window at this point. Takes a hit from the E50, not that big a deal, but he does find the position by the window. At this point, where are you going to shoot for? I gotta admit, at this point, I'd be upping the ignition. I don't have the time to waste in this position due to the fact that my 8 and 0 line is about to crumble to superior forces. You've got the 50B moving up there. He's going to get on the flanks of these guys, probably kill this 268. You've got all these guys moving out here. Our team in town is soon to be outflanked. I would be feeling a lot of pressure to up the ignition, to really push around this corner and get damage out. E100 fires off his shell. And is Slash lagging here? That may well have been lag on internet disconnection, I'm not sure. But you can put more angle on this side armor. I mean, you don't need to at this point, but it's worth pointing out because it's fun. Can he squeeze off another shell? Nope, doesn't look like it. And there's that Waffle in the back. Oh, what is that guy doing? Oh. Man, tunnel vision by me like a boss today. Okay, aggression, we are losing the 8-0 line. Push in and capitalize. Now the E100's been firing AP all game. At this point, I would push forward and put a shot into the Waffle. No, I wouldn't, because there's a Jagdpanzer there. Wow, this is getting tense. Okay. So he's got fire support behind him. The Waffle can't outflank him. He can keep his combat frontal. E100 bounces. Now there's a 50B yelling, having relocated from the other flank. Now I doubt this Jagdpanzer is going to bother stopping at the corner. Going to show him your side armor. Oh. Jagdpanzer is certainly not... Okay, now that is a weak spot on the IS-4. But even with 299mm of pen, at that angle, god damn, that is something. Okay, looks like the 50B is keen. Okay, so there's 2 RT in this game. What would I be doing now? I'd probably be thinking about the... No, I'm trying to think, would I be thinking about the flashlight analogy? I want to get all these guys to my front so I can think about engaging them all at once. That's always what you want to do in a heavy. So, ideally, in this situation, I would relocate down and engage here because that cuts off the angle. I can't then be engaged by multiple opponents, and I know where everyone is going to be shooting me from. I don't have to worry about a 50B coming there, Waffle coming there, you know, I can focus on my combat. But at this point, with the amount of support I've got in this position, it's unlikely that that's going to be necessary. Gets another shot into the Yag. It looks like the Yag's keen to finish him off. And don't let him get that position on your front again. Can the pattern finish him? There we go. Jagdpanzer tried it again. That's exactly what I expected to happen before. The angle was a little better. Those cheeks, or they can be likened to the armor on the IS-6, which is a weak spot when you angle it. But I say weak spots. The weakest armor you're ever going to get there, depending on your angle, is most likely going to be 250, 260, somewhere around there. So weak points, then weak points, you know. Patchen bounces off his lower plate at that range, that's to be expected, but the Jagdpanzer just made it far, far worse for himself by reversing. He would have been better to close the distance to the IS-4, or at least be around 10-20 meters away, where the effective angle on his lower plate would have been accentuated by the fact that he's close to the enemy. The IS-4's gun is fairly high. It's an average height above the ground. The closer that Jagdpanzer is, the better the angle is on his lower plate, and the less chance he has of penning the Jagdpanzer's lower plate. So Jagdpanzer messed up there. Should have pushed forward, but bit of a stressful situation for him, I think. I'd be alarmed about the RT right now, though. It looks like this 50B is not loaded, and he's telegraphing that to everyone on the enemy team. Alright. What a fight in the town that was. Would my game have differed at all? There's an Archie there. Oh, he was typing. I see. Oh, would my game have differed? Trying to think. Oh, there's that French heavy. Fighting a 50B is a braver man than I am. Looks like the 50B's out, though. And there we go. Putting his total up to 6.8. I'm trying to question myself. Would I have done more or less? It's so difficult for me because I would have played more aggressively. I would have angled more, but would my aggression have resulted in a counter-attack? I like to think I would have done better, but being honest, I just don't know. Like, I don't want to let my arrogance and the fact that I am statistically a better player get in the way of my actual logical analysis of the game. Like, there's a certain amount that I can say, yes, this would have happened, that would have happened, but when looking at the whole state of an engagement like that, I just don't know. Hunting, oh, wait, let's fly over there. We got an Archie tool. I would play the Benny Hill theme, but I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. So, Archie Jewel, let's see what happens, gentlemen. Let's get into that. Okay. Let's make this more cinematic, shall we? Dun dun. Dun dun. Oh, they're surrounding him. The Lorraine's going to his side. This is an auto-loading French artillery with 4 shells. Doobie doobie doob. Oh. Any blind fires? 50B's coming in. Oh. The Lion takes a shell. Okay, the auto-loading RT is dead. Well, that was anticlimactic, god dang it. Okay, gentlemen, slash2wd, WD, in his IS-4 on Ensk. Wonderful game showing you the capabilities of the IS-4 in a city engagement. Really, to be honest, mate, I think you could have pushed the tempo more in this game. Although, I don't know whether it would have got you killed. I wish I could, but I simply don't. What you can do is add maybe 10-15 degrees to the angle that you put on this armor, because what that allows you to do is it allows you to get easier shots. When you sidescape in this vehicle, much like the IS-7, because of the front-mounted turret, you do expose weak points. And the difficult point about the IS-4 is, unless you're angling like that, where you can easily get your turret around the corner while still showing none of your lower plate, and showing the enemy the drive wheel that's famous for eating shots. The thing about the IS-4 is, if you try and sidescape like this, then as you saw, that Jagdpanzer can still pen around here, and also, look at where the gun is. The enemy, if you can shoot them, can see that portion of the lower plate, which is about the weakest point on the tank, because it's not that HD 180mm, it's just 160 base. And to be honest, if you angle like that to me in the IS-4, I'm going to shoot your upper plate, because I will pen that. Because it's only 140mm of frontal armor. When you want to do with the IS-4 is angle like that, pretty much. Because while you're sidescaping, that is just, it's nonsense. And wiggle, A and D, A and D, A and D, A and D, and punch people in the face with your gun. You know the drill. It was very basic heavy tank gameplay that we saw here, and it was performed with finesse. So well done, good sir. And until next time, gentlemen, I would give you all a fond farewell. What? What? How is that a thing? Now I can focus on my gameplay. Headache! I will.
Violated #1 rule.
Oh, there he is.
He's camping.
Get it.